Couple things I want to talk about while we're still on the topic of football. It relates to this second game with the Niners and the Packers. My first question is to you guys. Does this loss taint Aaron Rodgers' legacy as a Hall of Fame quarterback?
I don't think it adds a feather to his cap, so to say. That's for sure. But I don't think it necessarily. I don't think it hurts his case for getting really that much, because he's always going to be looked at as just one of the best pure arm talents out there. But you wanted to see him win this game to kind of cement his status as just a next level guy that can elevate people around him and take his team to where they need to be to get to the next to the game that matters the most, which is the Super Bowl. He wasn't able to do that today, and it's not. I think he's running out of excuses now. He had a good enough team this year, in my opinion. He just wasn't able to get it done, and that's really all it comes down to. He's gotten the Super Bowl win, so his legacy I don't think can really be tarnished, so to say. But he's not going to be that guy that's on the Tom Brady level when it comes to winning football games.
Yeah. Can I give you guys? I don't necessarily want to say it, but he might. There's a lot you could argue Aaron Rodgers as kind of a choker, at least when it comes to conference championship games. So in conference championship games in his career, he is 1-3 with 6 interceptions to only 4 touchdown passes. That's not good, is it?
Terrible.
No, and also he has 2 losses to the Arizona Cardinals in play.
Oh, I remember that game where he forced overtime with that Hail Mary at the end. Then Larry Fitzgerald had like a 70-yard pass, and then they gave him that little shovel pass at the goal line, which was great.
Yep. Hail Larry is always better than a Hail Mary.
Hail Larry.
Whoever that bitch is.
Hey, speaking of Larry, he is back. He confirmed that he will be back for the next season. And who doesn't want to see Larry Fitzgerald keep on playing, because I love him. It's just a shame that he's been stuck on the Cardinals.
One of the few players around the NFL. Yeah, I feel like okay, let's not do this right now. I feel like Larry Fitzgerald's one of those few players around the league that like everyone loves to see come back and loves to see make big plays. And, like, you hate to love him sometimes because he's not on your team, but at the same time, it's like it's hard to hate Larry.
Oh, sorry. Let me. Oh no, you can't hate Larry. He's one of the nicest people to ever be in the league. Always a nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. But one thing I just want to correct them. I said that Aaron Rodgers was 6 interceptions to 4 touchdowns in the championship game. After tonight, he's now up to 7 interceptions and 6 touchdown passes in championship rounds.
Nice.
So still not good.
No, not at all. But
Blake, I do agree with you in the way that I don't think at the end of his career he's going to be looked as someone particularly bad in championship games. But there's always going to be that hanging over his head and kind of like that storm cloud over his career because of this. You know?
Definitely. Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
But also, besides just Aaron Rodgers' legacy, can we call the Packers one of the worst, if not the worst, 13-3 team of all time?
Yeah, I honestly still don't understand how they did it, but it happens sometimes. People slip through the cracks.
Yeah, strength of schedule, I guess. They got the NFC North, which isn't too bad, especially this season between them. The Vikings were good, but besides them, it's just the Lions and Bears, and they were both kind of embarrassing this year.
Definitely.
Get it?
But it seemed like they're all kind of like...
No.
Yeah.
Talk about my pun first. Get it? Embarrassing. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so fucking good at this thing.
But as I was saying, a lot of these teams kind of started off the year really hot, and then they kind of like filled out like the Lions. Like the Lions at the beginning of the season, everyone was like, "Yo," because they beat the Chargers. They had a really close game with the Cardinals to start the season off, a tie. They were kind of just rolling through teams at the beginning of the season. And all of a sudden, they just shit the bed, and then the Bears, they were just kind of shite the whole year.
Right.
I don't even know.
It was bad. But that's I think you could make the argument for them at least being one of the worst 13-3 teams of all time. they seem like fakers, and this championship game really exposed them. They got earlier in the season, they got fucked up by the Niners. I think Niners put 40-something. It was like 40-something-13, I think. And this game wasn't as bad, but it was still pretty bad. And the Packers, their record, I think their record says 13-3, but the way they played, they looked 11-5. And I think they're a little overrated going to the playoffs. I think they weren't a number 2 seed in terms of power rankings. And this game just kind of showed their flaws, and it showed that they're not as good as your record might state. And I don't know about worst of all time, but this has to be one of the most disappointing performances by a 13-3 team in history, you know?
Yeah,
at least in recent memory. At least.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
All I know is that Packers fans, you should be sad. Packers, you should be sad. Matt LaFleur, you should be a little sad, but kind of happy with what you did this season. Aaron Rodgers, just get good in championship rounds, man. Just don't shit the bed in a conference championship game. That's all you need to do. At least
just don't shit yourself, bro.
But the one championship game he has won, he won the Super Bowl. So maybe he just every time he wins championships, he's guaranteed a Super Bowl win. No, that's the stat we couldn't make.
I guess so. I don't know.
But that's going to do it for our wrap up of the NFL for this week.